What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Power Book 2. Now, this is going to be a podcast-based video that I did with my buddy Middo from a podcast that recently launched. It will be linked down below if you're interested. So let's get back to the podcast-based video, going over Power Book 2. I just thought I'd intro it normally so it doesn't sound a bit weird to my normal audience. Right, let's get back to the podcast audio.
Power, we all know, basically, Ghost isn't dead.
Ghost isn't
dead. Let's be honest. Ghost isn't dead. Let's be honest. There's too much into that. Whether, I've talked about it in my podcast. Stu's obviously been talking back and forth on the YouTube channel and the theories, and we've both talked about it. And it just seems you're naming the second part, the sequel, as a title Ghost. Is that just a bit stupid to me? Am I being a bit naive? Because
no, you're not. It is stupid because
but why would
no one identified the body. I do not care what anyone says. That scene had to be shown, and then you get Courtney Kemp going, "Oh, but as far as everyone knows in this universe, he's dead. But that could always change." Basically saying, like, there's a clip of that on Instagram stories. Basically saying that they messed up. They know they messed up. And they could bring him back for a cameo if they want on, you never know, Tommy Egan's fourth show or, season finale of season 1.
I think that's the fifth one, isn't it?
No. They brought it forward. I think it's number 4 now. Yeah, they brought it forward a bit.
Oh, because the one I don't get is the Kanan one. I get, that kind of makes sense.
Comes back from the dead.
Well, it's a prequel, isn't it? It's like got him growing up.
I meant
streets back then.
I meant 50 Cent's character. Got basically killed. You thought he was dead,
burnt and killed, and that.
And then 50 Cent got shot 9 times, comes back again.
That's true. Sounds about right. This would be the fucking 15th time he's been shot.
But to be fair, like the burnings wouldn't. I mean, they would kill you, but obviously, if you could survive it was realistic.
I don't know. But anyway, the Councilman Tate one, I'm just not interested in whatsoever. I just don't really see the point of him and his brother coming up.
But he's a great guy.
I mean, you can tell he's a sneaky, slimy bastard, to be honest. But there we go.
I think that's going to get cancelled.
Back into the reason why we're talking is
Tommy
about Tariq. Yeah, there's that, because obviously he got it from the stash house, the laundrette, I believe. It's going to be interesting to see how they do it, because, like I say, we think, I'm kind of 90% sure that, James St. Patrick, aka Ghost, isn't dead, because...
Hang on. 90%? No, shh. 99% true.
Oh, okay.
Not 90.
You want to go there? I didn't want to go. You get full bore straight away, mate, on episode 1 of the Switch here, boys.
Definitely. No, it's not 90. Like, I tell you what, I think it would be more obvious that Tony Stark wasn't dead than Ghost being dead.
True. Probably. Maybe.
But
like
in that universe. In that universe, it'd be easy for them to come back. But there's nobody in that casket at all. I want to see the body in the casket. It's not there.
And the ambulances, the fake ambulances, don't forget them.
Yeah, because they ran them, didn't they? And the fact that Tommy, it just don't make... Tommy just went away
see,
too
like
easily.
I said on my podcast, I suspected that, obviously, for effect, it's better not to tell Tommy about a possible setup of Tariq, say, or maybe Tariq was in it, but I don't think so. But whether Tasha was in it, I don't know either. This is sort of like where I'm going. Like, you got your blood bags, pretend he's dead, pretend to do the ambulance and drive off into the sunset, say, even though it's, I don't know why he's taking so long to come back into this, but I know. But also begs the reason why Tommy hasn't come back yet. Now, as you may know, people, there's a thing called, welcome back to New York, or what is that about? Right? What is it? NY, good to see you, something like that.
Close. It's been a minute, New York.
That's the one.
And Tommy is the only person. It's either Ghost. That sounds like Tommy. And you remember the episode where Tommy dangles Tariq? Yeah, I probably said it wrong.
Brilliant.
When he dangles him off a building saying, we're not family anymore.
No,
and then, Tasha basically called him out saying, you killed Ghost. Yeah. And Courtney Kemp's also literally said, if you say anything about Tommy that isn't true, he would come and question you, basically kill you. So But like I said privately, and in my own YouTube video that I posted,
that's the problem with snitching in it, I suppose.
Yeah,
Let's look at Dre. That's how he got out.
I can't see Tommy killing Tasha though. But if he did have to kill her, when she moves from the prison she's at to another one, that's when they're going to do it.
Yeah, but then you still got the Sax complication as well. So
I don't think
could he do something. This is it. I mean, he's the DA now.
Sax was at the nightclub, but I don't really think it's going to make that much of a massive reveal if they figure out he was at the nightclub. But
but then even
but why hasn't Tyreek come out and said something to his lawyer, to Method Man, aka
Davies?
Yeah, that. Why hasn't he said anything?
Davis McLean. That's the one.
Yeah, that's a big plot point. And the biggest plot point that no one's bringing up on, because there's a lot of YouTubers that cover this kind of stuff. No one's bringing up this massive plot point that how the biggest drug dealers in New York, Tommy and Ghost, did not know Monet's crew. And yes, I stole this from you.
I was about to say, I was about to get that in there. This is my sort of flaw. At the moment, they might explain it. Let's be honest.
They're going to explain it in the back half of the season. That's so obvious.
But it's just like...
But you know the scene where Monet gets an envelope from the copper that she's speaking with? She looks at it, and I guarantee that is the connection. I guarantee she's figured out that it's going to explain the connection.
Tommy or Ghost, James
or Breeze or someone like that.
Or Dre, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? That's what I can't understand is like, it's theoretically the drug game. People know people because of territories and stuff like that. So if you're selling somebody like under the moniker Ghost, you're like, shit, Ghost runs here. You don't want to mess with him, blah, blah, blah. And they'll be like, Monet's crew runs, what is it, Queens or whatever it is. So it just baffles me that they haven't sort of apparently seen the news, which everybody has TV and phones and stuff like that.
Though? It's poor. That might be poor. No, not fucking. They're not poor.
no. I mean, and they got the coppers on the thing that a federal case like the James St. Patrick trial and the arrest or whatever, the Tasha one as well, that they've not seen that and think, well, that sounds familiar, or they recognise the faces of Tommy or some of their crew. You know what I mean? Because Kane, is it Kane? Like, it's going to be like names. Too many. Kane. Yeah, you've got to think. Kane is a hitman. He's basically Tommy for Monet. They're both intertwined. Now, you telling me that they've never had them beefed at all? That just doesn't make sense.
That's what I mean. So Ghost could be in a flashback. They could do flashback scenes.
Yeah,
or something.
But then, why leave that sort of flaw, plot hole, whatever, over for the massive thing? But then again, the plot hole could be the name of the show, Ghost. Let's be honest. So, you're naming it after the main character of the previous season who's dead.
But have you also realised that it's not like Tommy Egan's shows called Force? None of the other shows have Ghost in the title.
No, true.
Even
but then
though
they don't have nicknames either, because what's Tommy could have been called something, but no one's ever known him as a Force technically. You know what I mean?
Well, because he's moved to LA now, so I guess he's going to be a force there to reckon with, potentially.
That just sounds a bit corny to me. I've got to be honest.
No. I think that's going to be the best out of all of them because he's quite a cool character.
Oh, I love Tommy. I think him doing all that is just brilliant to me.
And obviously, the Tommy gun. If it's not revealed to be his gun, then it's just like a pointless Easter egg.
And he's got it now, so
and maybe that's the connection.
I mean, like you said privately, imagine what connections to the potential murders, and we know there's going to be murders on top of that. Then it's obvious it's Tommy. Let's be honest.
And have you seen the theories going around YouTube?
No, please explain.
Tyreek's housemate Weston. Is it? Weston?
Oh, the Weston. Yeah, the Weston.
Yeah, there's a theory going around that Tyreek's going to kill him. But if he's kind of like the Tommy of their Ghost relationship.
Yeah, well, don't forget the last episode, the brother Weston stole the drugs, didn't they? So
yeah, so he's going to blame
that's
him.
going to be a bit interesting on the sense of, does he think his roommate has it or somebody else? Because there's not many people well, only them two really. They knew the secret hiding place with the mantelpiece or a fireplace, etc. So,
yeah, but obviously Tyreek won't die because he's the main star of this show.
No, I wouldn't be surprised if something happens.
Monet is going to be very annoyed at him, and obviously Tash is being watched by the police officer in the prison, who's essentially working for Lorenzo. Yeah, him. But I've seen something.
He's the maintenance guy, you know?
Yeah. She finds out who's watching him though, so
that's going to be. I can't understand. I'm not being funny. I'm surprised no one's actually found the phone on Tasha yet.
I mean, I realistically that I don't know much about real prisons, but
no, obviously, maybe next time.
Is that real? I don't think it'd be that easy because she just pops it out randomly, and it's like, well, you're not really
all hours of the day, and you're telling me that they're not sussed it yet because you always toss the cells willy nilly just because it's prison. I mean, that's what I mean. Obviously, we're going by film and TV, etc., which has a little bit of fiction to it. Let's be honest, but
but as soon as she's in there because he killed Ghost, well, faked killed Ghost, and you can also exonerate her by
and Tariq as well.
And she's telling him to get in a gun. It's like, well,
yeah, I don't. There's a little bit of convolution.
You never know. Ghost might actually be dead. Like,
I mean, if that's possible, then
if he actually is dead, if he is actually dead. Well, he might. There's a slim chance he could actually be dead. Like, I don't believe it.
No,
but
I just think because he's one of the main people, and I don't know, mate.
Oh, but Omar, the actor, said Ghost is actually dead. It's like, okay, that means nothing. You know, because someone said something about like McDonald's. It's like, if you work at McDonald's, you won't go back to one day. It's like, you do realize if you return to one episode, it'll be in the thousands that he's going to get paid to appear once. Right, he'd get paid a shit ton to appear again. If they asked him to appear, he would appear again. I guarantee he already knows about it.
Who? I mean, like you say, you seem to think about the good old mother's milk in The Boys. It's coming to be the long lost brother, possibly, of James St. Patrick.
Yeah. Well, during that Courtney Kemp live stream, someone asked about a sister. She's like, no, he's not got a sister. Hint, 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 hint. So yeah, there's definitely a brother. And it's like, I like it that she reveals shit, but she doesn't really do it in a sneaky way. It's like, you've confirmed Tommy's appearing before his own TV show.
Yeah. He has to, and he's got to. Let's be honest on that one.
Yep. You confirmed that, basically Ghost is dead, but he could come back as soon as you want to write him back in.
Basically. So that means he's fake dead in some ways, because what's the point in doing a whole shebang of him dying?
She's confirmed the massive connection between Monet and the Thing is going to happen in the back. She's also confirmed that there's going to be multiple characters that we haven't seen for a long time appearing.
No, true.
I mean, the idea is for her to tease stuff, but it's not even in a slide way. She's just directly saying stuff.
And then that sort of brings us, like you say, through how Tommy gets with this and then into his own show. Now, I'm not too sure on the full details. I don't know if you are, if it's like before or after this sort of
it's set after. It's set after.
So then...
But something that is interesting that no one else has picked up on, right? Tyreek's now 18. Mm-hmm. So in an interview, she's like, he's now a man and he's now legally can be like served as an adult. So
yeah, it depends, because the statute of limitations, if I'm correct, in New York is 25 years.
I was just going by what she said in that direct.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, but I'm just literally thinking about this, because obviously US laws are completely different in every state and they're completely different to the UK. So with that being said, you've statute of limitations for New York, I think, is 25 years. It might be 10 years, to be honest, but I've got that in my head. So it could be very interesting to see how that pans out, because like we sort of touched on about McLean and Sachs conspiring against Tash and Tariq in some way. So but then you kind of think that there's going to be like a triple cross or something along those lines.
Method man, McLean, what's his name, Davis. The Method Man character, he's not working with Sachs. He's working for his own agenda. He's just making it look like he's working with Sachs to investigate the death of what really happened. Because they've got the video footage, but they obtained it illegally, so they can't use it anyway.
Oh, apparently no time limit.
So no idea what's going on with that. He's definitely not. He's playing him for sure. He really like Sachs is getting played for sure.
No, apparently there's no statute of limitations with murder, so we got that one off. So that could be interesting about that. So I don't know. It's going to make it a little bit interesting. Of course, it comes back in December, so the mid-season break is basically not really much of a break. Let's be honest. They could have just said it as a little break, because to me, if you're going to have a mid-season break, you have nearly New Year and then you bring it back, sort of thing. But could bring it back before the holidays, as I say. Is interesting.
But it wasn't supposed to be a break. Courtney explained it's because of the crazy world. They wanted to do straight 10 episodes or 9, but they were forced to do a break.
To be honest, it does like split it up nicely in some ways. So there is that, because it like we're doing right now. It's getting our juices going, in a sense, of theories and what's happening next, and it makes sense in some ways, but it's more anticipation into that climax sort of thing, where you're waiting to see what's next, because I was
just about to say something else then, but yeah,
I'm loving what's gonna happen. It's really interesting show, because like you say, there's so many scenarios of what can happen. Like you say, you've got Ghost. Is he dead? Is he not? No. Tommy, when's he coming back? Yes, but he's coming back at the end now. Probably two. He's only going to be in two episodes. So, and they're already confirmed the season 2. So it's, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how they reveal stuff. And I said about Lorenzo, I think he gets out towards the end of the season for like.
But could he be related to the St. Patrick somehow? Maybe he's the connection, but I don't
know. But then he is what? He's either, I can't remember, so bear with me. He's Cuban, Puerto Rican, or Dominican. So I don't think there's any of that in the St. Patrick's heritage. I could be wrong.
Are you an expert then?
No, obviously, but I'm just saying, as far as I'm aware, there's not. So
be interesting.
I'm just interested to see if he does get out, because I just think he does, because I just think, like, that's another thing, another sort of flaw to me is like, how are they, if he's in for gang related like drugs or murder, etc., like a cartel, surely that would be known and shown on TV. They
don't seem to have TVs in this universe, have you noticed?
They do. They've watched TV, but they've not really watched anything decent. The only people who've watched TV are seem to be St. Patrick's, or that it's close-knit circle. So I don't understand how, like, if there's a massive thing, especially in New York, somebody's going to hear about it, surely. Especially, like, say, as high profile as well as what James St. Patrick was.
That's why they're trying to
as well.
That's why they're trying to stuff it on Tasha, because they don't want Ghost's true identity, because he was a clean-cut politician.
No, but they thought it was Tommy to begin with. Don't forget. Even Angela did all that work, and then she realised that it weren't. But then there's still a little bit of animosity because of Tommy killing Angela. Although not many people like Angela, it's still, you know what I mean.
I liked Angela.
I didn't mind her at all.
She was alright.
Yeah, she was indeed, mate. But I don't know. I mean, we could talk about this for absolutely ages.
Yeah, so I think months. I think we're going to cut it here.
Yeah, I think a couple of months we got to wait until things. And we know, like 50, Courtney Kemp, they're all, and Tommy Egan, probably James St. Patrick, and Michael J. Haney is going to reveal something, because it seems to be the way at the moment.
Two pigs getting out of jail.
Well, it could be that, yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know, it just so many things that can happen. We just want people to know that Ghost isn't dead.
No, Ghost
St. Patrick isn't dead. Sorry, Ghost. The moniker could be dead.
Okay, technically, Ghost is dead, right?
Yeah.
The persona, but James St. Patrick is alive.
Yeah.
But
this is what I think, because they're trying to. This is the last bit I'll say on it, is like they'll trying to make Ghost version 2 for Tariq, and that's okay, but surely it's lazy writing, let's be honest. He want different moniker, you know what I mean? Or not to bother with the moniker at all, like he's doing now. So to me, that's just lazy writing, and that just proves to me it isn't going to work with James St. Patrick being dead. So welcome back to Amari Hardwick.
He's just done another movie, hasn't he, or something? I read about it.
Yeah, he's done a couple of things, I believe. So anyway, we're going to end it there, ladies and gentlemen. I am Middo. You can catch my podcast as well. You can catch me at Middo11.
So guys, make sure to let us know down below exactly what you think about everything we spoke about. Is Ghost dead? Of course he's not. Is Tommy Egan going to show up? Can they run this show without Tommy and Ghost? I don't really think they can. So make sure to check out my buddy, who I'm doing a bunch of podcasting with, on the channel down below, which will be a podcast-based format, at Middo11 on Twitter. Obviously, I'm Warstu. You can catch me on Instagram at Warstu, Twitter, WarstuG, and I'll catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.